a week now since major blazes broke out in northern New South Wales, and since then 27 homes have been destroyed and more than 110 buildings in total have been burnt to the ground by the flames across New South Wales. And so firefighters are working around the clock to get the fire situation under control. There are still 7 fires across New South Wales that are uncontained amongst 27 fires in total across the state. Now, in terms of what we're anticipating across the next couple of days, well, the fire threat is going to be increasing just a little bit compared to what we were seeing over the weekend. And so the New South Wales RFS are concerned about a couple of fires in particular.
Not out of the woods yet. We're still actually actively protecting properties, especially in that tabulum area. But look, we should see more favourable conditions possibly later in the week.
Yeah, so we are still awaiting those better conditions to come through, particularly around Thursday, Friday, as cooler, more moist air moves in. But until then, it's a significant fire threat. We have very high fire danger today for the northern tablelands, which is where the bulk of those major blazes are still out of control. So we're watching that region very closely both today and tomorrow. Now, in terms of the other weather across the country, well, we've got a cold front making its way across the southeast again. After yesterday, we saw a weak front move through, so no major frontal activity, but it is getting a fair bit cooler with a few showers along that cloud band there. Tropical Cyclone Oma is out in the Pacific Ocean. Much of the north of the country is clear skied at the moment, but this afternoon, just like every afternoon at the moment, we're likely to see a few showers and storms like we saw yesterday in Queensland. So this is the activity we saw yesterday afternoon around Longreach, spreading up to the region just inland of Townsville, just inland of Cairns as well. We had multiple showers and storms and right up into the Cape York Peninsula. Once again today we're expecting showers and storms in pretty much similar areas. Yesterday, for example, Woolshed, just inland of Townsville, had 15 millimetres. It was one of the locations that collected over 2 metres of rainfall from the major flood event in Townsville. Normanton, 5 millimetres, Cairns 6 and 10 for Mareeba, including 5 millimetres in just 10 minutes. You can see the forecast for today. Storms are pretty much the same area, maybe a little bit further east in central Queensland, and the focus again will be along the Atherton tablelands. In terms of the flooding, well, it is still continuing in western Queensland. Major flooding in the lower Flinders River, which has spilled over into the Norman River as well, with a moderate flooding continuing there. And in the Diamantina River, we have major flooding downstream from about Diamantina Lakes. Across the south of the country, a few showers along that frontal band. You can see nothing all that major, quite light rain, only a millimetre or 2 in it for most locations, nothing all that substantial. And as we move through the day, the focus of the showers will be for western Tasmania, just the odd spot continuing and contracting up to eastern parts of Victoria. And a few showers and storms this afternoon are developing across southern New South Wales and the ACT. And so we'll watch that carefully this afternoon too. But in terms of the temperature, it is getting a little bit cooler across the southeast. So for Tasmania, not really seeing all that much heat for today. And the focus of that heat is well and truly over New South Wales with a hot day on the cards.